What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another brand new Marvel story time. We're going to be recapping everything that was announced or shown at D23. Obviously the Marvel, Pixar and Disney section of it is now completely finished. The rest of the days are going to concentrate on the likes of entertainment, theme parks, etc. We've got a couple of new things. There wasn't actually as much as what people were expecting at D23. We're going to try to do it in order as well of what Kevin Feige announced it. The first one, it was a few new clips of Captain America Brave New World were shown. I think it was more just a rehash of some of the footage that was shown at Comic-Con. We got, apparently we got a much better look at Red Hulk, Harrison Ford's Red Hulk. And the word coming out of D23 is that it looks unbelievably good. Like, we're talking proper Bruce Banner level here, maybe even better. It looks perfect apparently. If they can keep that quality throughout the whole film, perfect. If it's like She-Hulk, where sometimes the CGI looks great and sometimes the CGI looks like it's being done by a toddler, then we're going to be in trouble. The whole movie needs to be done up to scratch or people aren't going to take the MCU seriously. They really aren't. But outside that, there was nothing else really announced about Brave New World. I don't even think Anthony Mackie was there. Next up, we got our first look at an on-set bit of footage from Fantastic Four First Steps. We had all four of the cast members eating breakfast. From the look of it, you could see like the lighting for the set at the side, so they were definitely on set. And Johnny Storm was in his, what looks like it's going to be his Fantastic Four outfit. White necking with a completely blue outfit underneath. Honestly, if it's going to be a 1960s themed period piece, as Kevin Feige calls it, yeah, that would fit with the type of era they're going for. Everybody else was just dressed like normal, so I don't really know how much stock to put in anything we've seen in it. But it's good to know they're on set, because we need to keep in mind this movie comes out in 1 year, in less than a year, and it's coming out 2 weeks after, I think, Superman from DC, and Superman has finished filming already, so they've got a lot more time in the editing room than Fantastic Four is going to have. But I will say, I think there's a very, very good possibility that the slot for Blade gets cancelled in September, and I think maybe Fantastic Four moves into that if they need a bit of extra time. Ironheart was next. They dropped the footage that, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I have seen the recorded footage from a camcorder, and I can say, like, anyone who has just came from my Agatha trailer reaction, I am less excited for this for Ironheart. It does not look good at all. I see they're trying to add a bit of an edge to Riri Williams by, like, is she going to steal to get the money to build her outfit? I'm sure she'll get into some sort of shenanigans. I think that this show, see how Miss Marvel was sort of built as a kids show, not a kids show, but like for a younger audience, like to get them into Marvel. I would say this would be similar. This will probably be like, this is a teenager's Iron Man story, essentially. It's not going to be for us. It's not going to be for everybody. And people need to accept that. Marvel are still in the midst of taking some swings. As I said, Ironheart and Agatha All Along are two shows I definitely think would have been cancelled if Bob Iger had came in sooner. So this is still part of like them trying a few different themes. Like Agatha's obviously going for a more horror theme, Halloween theme. Ironheart is going for that teenage theme again. Where's Mephisto? That's what I have to ask. We were promised that Sacha Baron Cohen was cast as Mephisto and he was going to make his debut in Ironheart. Where is he? He was not in that footage. He was not announced on the stage. Where is he? Ironheart, I have no interest at all unless something drastic changes. Mephisto being announced would actually pique my interest. Until that happens, we're not interested. Next up was the big one of the whole event. Daredevil Born Again. They had the cast out on stage, including John Pertwee. He was talking quite a lot. They didn't show any footage. They showed a few behind the scenes stuff. They showed a few things, but no teaser trailer, which is strange because it does come out in March. It's not a million miles away. But They confirmed that White Tiger is in the show. We knew that anyway from leaks. Like, it's something we knew, but to have it confirmed is good. And also, they confirmed that they are already working on season 2. Now that is massive. You need to remember, when this was first announced years ago, it was announced as an 18 episode season. Then they had to scrap the whole thing. Kevin Feige thought it looked terrible. I was going to say cancelled all the writers. He fired all the writers. He got rid of them, and then he just said, we're starting from scratch, we're going to do more of the Netflix style, and he changed it to 10 episodes. But the rumours were that he was still going to film 18, and they would be split into 2 seasons, season 1, season 2, so they might even do 9 episodes in each. And because that's what most of the Netflix series were, 9 episodes. And now it's looking like that could be true. If they just go straight in and just like, we'll do season 2 now, Disney Plus could be set up for a good couple of years, because honestly, Daredevil's a sure thing. Like, it really is. People are really liking the look of some of the pictures, the scene. It looks very dark, very gritty. They had loads of sets dedicated to Daredevil on the presentation floor of D23. So people should be excited for that is for sure. Next up was the actual only trailer we got in the whole of D23 for Marvel, which is quite strange. We got Agatha All Along. I don't really need to talk much about this because you've probably seen the trailer reaction. I was not excited. It did not captivate me. It did not make me excited to watch the show. I will watch it. I will give it every chance, but honestly, it just should have been something that Bob Iger went, no need. Save the money. Save the 100 to 200 million. Simple as that. So we're not going to get into that. Now that was it. Like, that actually doesn't seem like that much. It really isn't. But it confirms one thing, that Marvel is scaling back. Like, the days of is it Bob Chapek? Yeah, Bob Chapek, where he was just demanding Kevin Feige just released. Disney Plus and movies, 4 movies a year, 4 shows a year. Those days are gone. I know next year we are meant to have 4 movies, but that's because we'll have to get stuff out before Doomsday and Secret Wars now. But like, the Disney Plus shows are taking a back seat. But that also means there was no announcement between Comic-Con or D23 for 4, 5, for Shang-Chi 2 and for Doctor Strange 3. Now, they started filming Doomsday apparently in the first half of 2025, and we haven't even got an announcement for 3 movies that I think have to happen before at least Secret Wars, unless for Doctor Strange and Shang-Chi isn't going to be in Doomsday. But honestly, I don't see how they couldn't be. I think if the way things were left off, you could have Shang-Chi in Doomsday as of now. I think for 4, I think you need to sort of have his storyline with Hercules wrapped up before any Avengers movies. And with Doctor Strange, he's off-world. He's trying to stop incursions with Clea. So you need a Doctor Strange 3. But it really does just prove that Kevin Feige is not going over the top anymore. He doesn't want to set dates and then not make the dates, because it makes the company look bad. And to be fair, it does. There's no point having this crazy slate of everything that's coming up if you can't get any of them done. And that, I understand that, but there is movies we do need to see. We're still waiting on Sony to confirm Spider-Man 4. It's still looking like it's meant to be December 2025, the same year as Captain America 4, Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. I'm not even going to include Blade. So we've still some announcements to come. There is still on the official Marvel slate from the MCU that there is like 3 or 4 untitled projects, like scattered in and around the Avengers movies. I'm assuming that is them we're talking about, 4, 5 and Doctor Strange 3. How we don't have a Shang-Chi 2 announcement is crazy. Like, it was one of the best movies in Phase 4. It was a top 3 project in Phase 4. Between Phase 4 and 5, it was probably Shang-Chi, No Way Home and Deadpool and Wolverine. And Guardians of the Galaxy. We'll say top 4. And everything else was just there. But honestly, they need to announce those movies, because I need to see those before the Avengers. And finally, there was nothing to do with Blade. There was rumours the other day that the project is officially in limbo now. But what was it in before? Because it just feels like it's been in limbo for the whole time. I honestly would not be shocked if it got cancelled, or if a few actors started dropping out, and I think you know who I'm talking about. He must be sick to death. He just must be fed up. This was his passion project. He wanted to get it done, and Marvel just dropped the ball over and over again. I just don't think it's their priority, which I think is crazy. I think once you do these two Avengers movies, I think you definitely need to pivot to a different team up, different sorts of team ups. Maybe a West Coast Avengers franchise, an X-Men franchise. Obviously, you'll have the Fantastic Four as their own little team, but they could team up with the likes of Spider-Man, like in the comics. Then you could have the Midnight Suns. Like, you need Blade to happen before the Midnight Suns. You could have Blade, Moon Knight, Scarlet Witch, Doctor Strange, even Deadpool, throw him in there. Swamp Thing, everything you could have. So just literally need to start thinking ahead better, because they can't put all their eggs in the Avengers basket. They just can't. And if the Avengers somehow flops, Marvel will be in trouble, but I don't think that's even possible. As long as they can keep the budget for both movies together under 500 million, because that's how much Infinity War and Endgame cost together, 500 mil, and collectively they grossed over 4 billion, so that was a good decision then. But will they do it again? Who knows. But that's it. Everything I did to D23 from the Marvel standpoint, that really was it. Wasn't as much as what people were expecting, but there's still a lot of Marvel content on the table. Especially because, don't forget, Sony also have Kraven the Hunter coming out. Yay. I won't be covering that on the channel, I'm just letting you know that Sony movies are garbage. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff you guys like to do, and I shall see you on the next one.